Hello, my name is Sam Cohn. I am a DJ and podcast manager here at KCPR 91.3, as well as one of our audio engineers for our first in-studio performance. We're hosting a musician, his name's Caleb Nichols, as well as his band, to come in, play a 3-song set, and we built up using just a collection of microphones and mixers that we have here. It's kind of a roughly put together, but we have a studio space here, and I wanted to kind of talk about it, talk about the equipment that I decided to end up using, and how we're making this work. So I'm really excited, so let's go. Alrighty, as we start over here, you might notice that we have 2 mixers, the Rodecaster Pro, as well as this Mackie 14-channel mixer. We're using both of them because we don't have one channel mixer that can fit all the inputs that we needed, and we didn't have an audio interface to connect it to my computer for recording on my digital audio workspace. So it's a very funky setup, but what we have going on here, oh, it's a little backwards. It is a funky setup, but what we have going on here are the drum mics and the bass DI plugging into the Mackie controller, and then we have the vocals mics as well as our guitar amp mics plugging into the Rodecaster. This Rodecaster is going to be able to output, I can arm 4 tracks on the digital audio workspace and be able to mix those in post-production really efficiently. These, because we only have a 2-channel stereo audio interface to connect to a computer, we're just compressing here. So let me show you what our compressor looks like. This is what our compressor looks like. So we have inputs 1 through 5 going into here, or 1 through 6, and then that process audio then goes into the audio interface into my computer. You might also notice that the input 6 is going to be a talkback mic, and that's what I want to talk to next. So I'll be able to talk to our musicians from the booth over here, from the booth. So let me show you the makeshift cue system that we decided to implement. All right, as we follow the audio snake from our mixers, you can see this is where all of our XLRs are plugging in with a little walkover, so we're not walking on the cords. Here is how I'm going to be talking to the musicians. This is a 4-channel stereo audio amplifier, as well as the headphones. These will be connected to all the musicians, and I'll be able to talk to them through that mic that we saw back there. And that's about all we have to say there. That's plugged into input C on the audio interface, and it works. That's the best we could decide on how to give the bands like bass sound so they can hear the bass, and so that we can talk to them and like sound check really efficiently, and that's the best way that we decided. All right, coming from our headphone amplifier, the next up are our vocal mics. So these are Rode pod mics. They have very clean sound, and we connect those to the Rodecaster. These come and are meant for podcasting, and just leads to a really nice clear sound. Not much change in the frequency response, so I'll be able to edit and mix these and EQ them in post, and they'll sound really good. But this is what it looks like up close. It's a very nice microphone, and I'm a big fan of it. We use it for all of our podcasts. We just have a 1 mic set up here on the amps, and right now it's an SM57. I think that's how we're going to keep it for the setup. And we can move over to drums next because, you know, amp mics are pretty obvious. Oh, we also have the bass DI here. We want the basses to sit on the couch. We'll see if that actually happens. I think that'll be a nice look, and kind of in character for a bass player to be lounging on the couch during a session. All right, and right here is what took the most labor of love. This is the drum mic setup. I take a lot of inspiration from Josh Ragosin at NPR Tiny Desk and how he does his mics. So let me show you. I kind of am doing the same setup, although we don't have small diaphragm condensers to use. We are just using SM57s, and then we have AKG P4 for the tom mic. So let me get a little more in depth. We have the AKG P4 tom mic. Coming up here, facing towards the cymbal, in between the tom and the cymbal, is an SM57, and that is our right side microphone to get the stereo image. The left side here, in between or level with the hi-hat facing the snare drum, is an SM57 as well. And then we have one more mic, that is the kick drum mic, which is down here facing the beater. But it has also an AKG. I don't want to take it out actually, because that took some time to set up. But you can see it in there. I don't know the exact model, but it comes with the AKG Drum Kit, which we luckily had here at the station. So that is what our setup looks like for this studio session, and I'm really excited. This is kind of a dream for me to bring what I'm studying over at Cuesta College and implement it here at the radio station. So we'll see how this goes. We think it's going to sound clean. It's a little funky because we're using two computers, one to record the Mackie mixer and then one to record the Rodecaster mixer, and then we're going to put those files together on my digital audio workspace and edit from there. All right, I'm editing this video in a boba store with bright lights behind me in Pismo Beach, which is adding up like the money of all the equipment. I'm really grateful to be a part of the journalism department at Cal Poly, where our broadcast engineer, as well as the department, has allocated funds over the past 30 years to all this beautiful sound equipment, and that makes this possible. Ended up being about $3,200, the equipment we used, and that's a lower end estimate, but you know, that's doable for up and coming audio engineers, and without the program I wouldn't be able to do that, but it's a really cool opportunity, so super grateful. And I'm excited. The performance is tonight. It's in like 4 hours. So I'm going to stay in this coffee shop or boba store for a little bit, get some food, then head over there, and we'll see how the session goes. All right. Thanks for watching.